And one of the very first practices that is a game changer that I highly recommend is to practice gratitude, because it will offer you the beauty of the life that you're living today, not hoping for something different all the time. It's great to dream. It's great. It's great to move forward that way. Absolutely. But when you practice gratitude, it helps you to accept the life that you have rather than the life that you've planned. Hi, welcome back to A Mother's Guide Through Autism podcast. I'm Bridget Shipman. I'm your host and creator of this lovely podcast to spread knowledge and to offer you inspiration and hope. And that's what I'm going to be doing today. Today, I'm giving you number 9 of the essential pieces of advice. And this one is practice daily gratitude. So, as I have said, Joseph and I are spreading knowledge, hope, and inspiration. And today, this is really going to inspire you. It's going to offer you hope, and it's also knowledge. So it's all inclusive, because you're going to have the tools to keep more positive, more inspired, and living your own truth. And I love this essential piece of advice because this is a game changer. All of them are. But this one in particular, this one changed my life so much. And I'm really excited to give you these tools of practicing gratitude. And before you dial that out, because practicing gratitude is nothing new. This is nothing new. I heard all about it for years before I actually started applying it to my life. But what I didn't realize is how simple it was. One of the easiest tools and one of the ways to live a more positive life in a snap. It changes you. It shifts you in your daily life whenever you apply this practice. So let's get to it, because I really want you, if you're in a place where you can't take notes, it's okay. Just go ahead and listen to this episode. And then when you get into a quiet place, grab your journal or grab A Mother's Guide Through Autism book. And this is, in fact, chapter 12 of Mother's Guide Through Autism. And there, I will take you deeper throughout the workbook, throughout A Mother's Guide Through Autism. But for today, this is the beginning of a beautiful practice that will offer you an inspired life. Oh, I love this so much. So, gratitude, according to psychology research, I always like to give definitions of things. Depending on where you're at, if you've even heard of practicing gratitude or not, it just gives you a clearer vision of the work we're about to do together and what it actually means. Gratitude is strongly and consistently associated with extended happiness. Showing gratitude can help people feel positive emotions, relish good experiences, improve their health, deal with adversity, and build strong relationships with more resilience and consistency. That is the definition, according to psychology research, of what gratitude is and how it works. So showing gratitude, and I've already talked about how this has been a complete game changer in my life. But when you start practicing gratitude and you're doing this on a daily basis, I want you to know that you're going to start appreciating what is. in the last episode where I shared the essential piece of advice, number 8, we're always a mother guide. And I talked about how important it is to take that step and living the life that you have rather than the life that you have planned. And I talked about how I'm pretty sure, and I'll speak for myself here, I did not plan on having a child on the autistic spectrum. I did not plan on having a child with a lifelong disability. That certainly was not in my plan. However, this is what it is. And rather than trying to change it, yes, I'm going to help my son. Yes, I'm going to be a very strong advocate and a mother's guide. But at the same time, I want to accept what is and enjoy this beautiful journey that we're on. I want to enjoy it. I want to enjoy my son. I want to enjoy my life. I want to feel happiness. And one of the very first practices that is a game changer that I highly recommend is to practice gratitude, because it will offer you the beauty of the life that you're living today, not hoping for something different all the time. It's great to dream. It's great to move forward that way. Absolutely. But when you practice gratitude, it helps you to accept the life that you have rather than the life that you've planned. And I go deeper with this practice in the book, A Mother's Guide Through Autism. But for today, I want to begin the practice, and I want you to meet yourself where you're at, as always, and to give yourself grace and kindness. So wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, go to a safe place where you can really embrace this. And I'm going to walk you through this practice. And again, this is the initial practice that I started for myself, that I do this practice daily. And this is where I started with my gratitude practice. All right. I'm going to give you 3 simple steps for today. 3 simple steps. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to take 3 deep breaths in a row. And with each breath, begin letting go. Feel your shoulders drop. Feel your body relax. With each big, beautiful breath, just go through those big, deep breaths. And after your 3rd breath, just sit in peace, in presence, and embrace this gratitude practice. The first step each day, before you ever get out of bed, the moment you open your eyes, I would like for you to come up with 3 things that you're grateful for. If you're one of those people who are sleep deprived, and if you were to stay in bed, laying in bed, then honor yourself and either sit up in bed, or you can move to a place where to do this practice. But before you begin your day, I want you to do those 3 deep breaths, come up with 3 things you're grateful for. And I have to say, on some mornings, I come up with very simple things. Some very simple things I'm grateful for. I might ask for, I feel the gratitude for the cup of coffee that I can smell, or anything that is just simple that you're grateful for. It does not have to be big. Now, on some days when I'm doing my gratitude practice, I may come up with, I am so grateful for my big, beautiful life. the work that I'm doing, the clients that I'm seeing. It just depends on that moment and the day for me. You might be on vacation and you might be thinking your gratitude is hearing the ocean. I have definitely done that because I love the sound of the ocean. So whatever you're grateful for in that moment as you begin your day, name 3 things. Try not to judge it. What I want to share, what I will tell you is that when you say those 3 things of gratitude to yourself, you're already going to start feeling a shift in how you feel. And I want you to speak your gratitude out loud. So today, I am grateful that I am teaching. Today, I'm grateful that I am in a place in my life where I get to do what I love for my career. And today, I'm grateful that my son, Joseph, is having a good day. So those are my 3 pieces of gratitude. So I said them out loud. So once I have spoken them, I then go back to each one and I begin to feel it. I'm grateful for teaching. I can feel my gratitude. I am grateful for this beautiful job I get to do, this career. I love it. I feel the gratitude. I feel the gratitude that Joseph is having a good day. I can feel it. And once you've spoken your gratitude and you start feeling into your gratitude, you will feel a shift. You will begin feeling all the possibilities of your day, beautiful possibilities that are in your life in this moment, because you are feeling what is and the gratitude that you have, whether they're big pieces of gratitude or whether they're very, very small pieces of gratitude, you will still shift the same way. So we're going to speak 3 pieces of gratitude, and then we're going to feel into the gratitude. And once you're feeling your gratitude, it is up to you if you want to put your feet on the floor for the first time at the beginning of that day, from lying to sitting to actually putting your feet on the floor. I don't put my feet on the floor until I am feeling ready and I can feel into my gratitude. In the second step, we're going to go just a little bit deeper. So the first step, if that's enough for you, begin there. Remember, meet yourself where you're at, honor yourself in the place that you're at. If you want to go a little deeper, we're going to go to step 2. In step 2, once you feel your gratitude, ask yourself how you want to show up today. How do I want to show up today? Again, every day is different. You can show up differently in each day. Depends on what and where you're at, what your gratitude is. Generally, when I start out my day and I have felt my gratitude, I want to show up as a person of service. I want to show up in service. So that's how I want to show up. I want to show up in service. If you haven't put your feet on the floor yet, that's okay. You can do all 3 steps before you put your feet on the floor. But if you're ready to put your feet on the floor and you've done, you know what your 3 pieces of gratitude are, you have felt into them, and now you know how you want to show up in your day, you might be ready to place those feet on the floor. If you want to add and go a little deeper, I want to add step 3 here. When you decide who you want to show up as, I want you to feel that. And now we're going to add visualizing that. So I want to show up as a person of service. I want to show up as service. Now I'm going to visualize myself doing an act of service. Whether for me it's teaching, whether for me it is coaching, whether for me it is helping someone, I'm going to serve somehow. I then begin visualizing who I'm showing up as, how I'm showing up, and the act of service that I will be doing for that day. And I continue to feel my gratitude because I'm so grateful that I'm showing up how I want to show up in my life. My gratitude continues as I now put my feet flat on the floor and I go live this day with all its possibilities and the great feeling of gratitude and how I want to show up in my day, which then my gratitude grows because I am living authentically within deep gratitude of how I'm living my life and how I'm showing up. I want you to take a breath and I want you to, I'm going to do these 3 steps. I'm going to rephrase them to you. And if doing all 3 steps for you today, or even if you begin this tomorrow, feels too big, then you can cut this practice down and build into all 3 steps. Meet yourself where you're at. How do you know if something is too big? If you think about starting this practice tomorrow and it gives you any feeling of discomfort, then you know it's too big. So cut the practice down. Maybe you begin with step 1, which is speaking 3 things you're grateful for. Leave it at that. If adding feeling into your gratitude as you speak them feels good to you, the practice needs to feel like you're on a cold, cold day, you're putting on your favorite sweater and it just feels completely comfortable to you. Then you know, all right, this is what feels good to me. So this no longer feels big or uncomfortable. It feels just right for me. And that's honoring yourself and meeting yourself where you're at. So it's very important to take a moment and check in with yourself and honor yourself and say, yeah, I am ready to do all 3 steps. Or no, I need to cut these steps down and then I'll slowly add to them. It really doesn't matter because you are going to gain possibility in any of these steps, whether you start out very small or whether you add all 3 tomorrow. Step 1 is about opening your eyes and beginning your day with 3 pieces of gratitude, speaking them, feeling them. Step 2 is asking yourself in these pieces of gratitude, feeling your gratitude, who do I want to show up as today? And knowing how you're going to show up and feeling into that gratitude of how you're going to show up. And then step 3, visualizing yourself in an act of whatever you're showing up as. whoever you're showing up as. And enjoy your gratitude all day long. This is the beginning. Before you put those feet flat on the floor to take off into your day, this is how you're showing up in the world. So what happens when your day is starting off in all this big, beautiful possibility and you're feeling grateful for what is, and your day does not, how you decided to show up is not going very well? Take 3 deep breaths, go back to the feeling of gratitude, re-list it to yourself, re-feel it, go back to the feeling of gratitude, and remember you're showing up as service. And that can have challenges. Whoever you're showing up as, if you want to show up more patient for your child, I'm going to show up as a patient mother guide. I'm going to be more patient. And you get frustrated and things don't go the way that the possibility and living into the feeling of gratitude and patience didn't go well, that's okay. You are going to be challenged. We all are challenged on a daily basis. If I am feeling the gratitude for teaching and maybe I didn't show up 100%, something went wrong with what I was teaching, or my client wasn't connecting, that's okay. I still am showing up in service. I'm showing up as the person that I want to show up as. And so I just go back to that gratitude, because I am in fact living in possibility, and I am grateful for the life I'm living, and I am grateful to show up as this person. So you just take those 3 breaths and you just go right back into that feeling state, and you'll shift back into gratitude, and you'll catch your breath, and then you will continue. And if you're having an extraordinarily bad day, then break it down. Go back to, I am grateful. Find gratitude in your day. Find it, feel it, and let it lead you through your day. Even the bad days, there are things to be grateful for. There just are. Every day there is more gratitude to find, to feel, to discover. And the more you practice this, the faster you will find your gratitude in that feeling state. I don't really have to go through these steps per se. I can shift into my gratitude quickly. Just like brushing my teeth every day, this practice is part of what I do, how I live my life, how I make my decisions, how I move forward in my day. It's practicing gratitude. And it is a simple practice. And I know many, many of you think, oh, as soon as I open my eyes, you hit the floor running. You might hear your children needing you. Things become very chaotic. What I would say to you is, not every day is going to go according to plan. In fact, most days do not. So practicing your gratitude before you get out of bed will begin your day a lot more positive, but life happens and that's okay. So give yourself some grace and get to your gratitude just as soon as you can. Set your alarm a little earlier. Have a little 5 minutes of me time before the kids get up. Depending on who you are and how you operate in honoring yourself will determine how you incorporate this practice. This is what works for me. But take this practice and make it your own. The important piece to this practice is that you feel the gratitude, that you practice the gratitude, and whatever that looks like to you. just live into the possibilities of what practicing gratitude can do for you. It's a great way to live. It offers so much more joy and resilience, and it certainly is inspiring. You will shift your energy, and wow, why not? Why not? So if you haven't practiced gratitude, go through these steps, give it a try. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know how gratitude has changed your life. Trust me, it has absolutely changed my life. I say that because it is truth. It's my truth. And I will continue to practice gratitude because without it, I just don't feel as good. It absolutely shifts me into a higher version of myself. I am more patient when I'm grateful. I'm a better everything when I'm grateful and when I'm feeling and living into that space. So that is my essential piece of advice number 9. I want to share another thing before we go, which is when you do these steps, or when you're living with gratitude, what it will do is it will allow you to live each day with purpose. And for me, it is living the person that it's moving me forward one little step at a time with my own purpose. So I want you to take that and absorb that. And it's a wonderful feeling of positivity. And the thing that I love, I have heard working with my clients, my favorite thing in the world is to hear how that this practice, or practicing gratitude once you make it your own, has changed their lives. And then they get excited about it, and then they share it with somebody else. And I love watching it, the practice of gratitude, grow, and other people getting excited about it, and watching and hearing my clients share with other people and their friends and their family and whomever they're sharing it with, because it is such a game changer in their life. And before you know it, we're all sharing it, and we're all helping each other live lighter and into possibility with our gratitude practices. So if this is beneficial to you, let me know, but also share it with other people in your life. Let them experience this for themselves and give it a try, just as I'm hoping me sharing this with you will do this for you. Share it, spread it, and enjoy it. I am so grateful that I'm traveling on this journey with all of you. I'm truly, truly grateful to be here, to share this with you. And I'm going to live in this possibility for the rest of my day. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe to A Mother's Guide Through Autism. Our podcast is growing, and the more we share, the more we can offer each other support, hope, knowledge, and inspiration. If you, again, would like to go deeper into practicing your gratitude, you can find out more in Chapter 12 in A Mother's Guide Through Autism. Again, this is a workbook with love, hope, and inspiration that you can pick up or you can put down. It is for you to use each day, once a month, or whenever you need it. It's written with love from me to you, in hopes that you will find comfort, healing, and joy on your autism journey as a mother guide. I will see you in the next episode, where I am going to share my 10th piece of essential advice for today. I hope you're feeling grateful. I hope you add this to your daily life. Stay well, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a wonderful day.